Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing another video. Today's going to be top 10 tips and tricks for chemo week and just how to get through it positively, just in a way, just get through it. Okay, so number one is drink a lot. Water is super important for chemo. The chemo that I am going through requires me to hydrate 3 hours before I actually am allowed to take the chemo, because you need to flush it out of your system, because a lot of chemos can irritate the bladder. You can lose sense in your taste buds, and water can become not enjoyable to drink. So if you are having trouble drinking a lot, then you can flavor your water. Try to stay away from sugar. Anything with zero sugar that's sweetened with stevia or aspartame is good. Dehydration is a big thing. During chemo, during the entire thing, dehydration is a big thing. You can get dehydrated super easy, and if you do, it'll slow the chemo right down. Then they have to hydrate you back up, and you could be admitted. So number one, just drink a lot. Number two is weight. Try to keep your weight on. If you're losing weight, then just try to eat as much as possible. During chemo, as I said before, you can lose sense in your taste buds. The things that can become unenjoyable first are water and meat. So for meat, just try to find alternatives. And for water, I already said, just flavor it. With weight, if you're gaining it, then just don't worry about it. You can get it back down after chemo. The steroids that you will take, usually, they can have an effect on your weight. They can cause you to gain weight, but it's okay, don't worry about that. Number three is keeping yourself distracted. Nausea is not enjoyable. It's not fun. So things that can keep you distracted are things like video games. Right now, I am reading and watching the Harry Potter movies and books. That's keeping me entertained. Nausea is not a good thing. It's unenjoyable. Sometimes the chemo drugs that they give you to keep away the nausea don't always work. They usually do, but keeping yourself distracted is a really good way to stave off the nausea. Number four is mindset. You got to keep a positive mindset during this entire thing. It's completely temporary, and you will get through it. You got to focus on the goals, why you're doing this. You're doing it to get better, and you want to come out of it healthier than you were before, and better than you were before. Number five is exercise if possible. So during chemo, you will feel sick, you will feel run down, tired, stuff like that. So if possible, you should get as much exercise as possible. So you should, even if you're sick, you should keep active. You should walk around your house. And if you're feeling good, you should get out. If you play sports and you're feeling okay, then you should go play sports. Don't push yourself too hard, though, because that can also be bad. The reason that exercise is good for chemo is that it flushes out the drugs that are in your body, that if they stay too long, it can have negative effects. So sweating it out, just working it out is a good thing. Number six is comfort items. So during the chemo, you will feel scared, and depending on your age, you will need stuff like stuffies, blankets, stuff like that. Trust me, it will help, regardless of the age, really. Number seven is the staff, the staff of the hospital. engage in conversation with them, talk to them, be kind and respectful to them, because if you're kind and respectful to them, they will be kind and respectful back to you. They may even get your chemo drugs faster, you never know. Number 8 is eat well. So as I said before, meat and water are things that go first when your taste buds may lose sense. Even though you're losing your tastes, you should still eat a balanced diet. I didn't know that the first week. I was eating fried chicken in Wendy's and I was not feeling good. I was just eating anything that I could that actually would taste okay. You should definitely try to still keep healthy while also having things tasty. Number 9 is clothing. So chemo is administered through an IV or a port or a pick. So the pick line goes through the wrist here. The port goes straight into an artery here. It's just a straight little thing. And an IV is just, they can put it anywhere in your hand, in your arm. You should dress appropriately because, if you're wearing a sweater and you have to do an IV, you're going to have a rolled up sweater like that, and that might not be comfortable for you. If you have a pick, again, wear t-shirts. If you have a port, then just wear a sweater that can zip down and you can have it exposed so they can administer the chemo through it. Number 10 is your mouth. So with chemo, you can get sores in your mouth. I have had a few. They're pretty painful and you don't want that. So you can put numbing stuff in there. There's a bunch of things you can do. You can look it up online. And your teeth. Use a soft toothbrush. I would advise this strongly because I learned the hard way that using a toothbrush that's relatively hard can cut your gums, and those gums don't heal, and it leaves an open wound and it stings and it hurts. And that's all 10, but I have one more bonus one, which is stomach issues. Chemo drugs and some of the medications you will take to keep off the nausea can cause stomach issues. You can take certain medications for it, but if you're not feeling that well, but it's not bad enough that you need to take medications, then you can have your mom or your dad, whoever's looking after you. They can make stuff like date squares and stuff like that, and it helps a lot. Anyways, that's my top 10 tips and tricks for chemo week. I'll see you guys in the next video.